This is my mind map all about memory. So I decided to tackle this mind map by dividing it into the phases, the types, how we lose memory, and how we can improve our memory. So there are three main phases when it comes to memory. The acquisition phase, the storage phase, and the retrieval phase. So the acquisition phase being when we first gain the memory, so right in that moment, it's there, it's fresh, and right as and after it happens, it's being kind of barreled off into storage right then and there. Storage is when everything gets consolidated and stored, and ready for long-term storage. So basically, kind of when you're thinking about it in terms of a library, it's filing the books away, putting barcodes on them, and making sure everything is spick and span in the database, so that when you get to the retrieval stage, you can find that memory easily. It's, retrieval is when you access a memory that's been stored, and you bring it back to your front of mind right then and there. There are a couple of different types of memory. When we're talking about memory, there's sensory memory, iconic being visual memory, echoic being kind of I couldn't think of the word for a second, like hearing, auditory memory, short-term memory, working memory, and long-term memory. Now, long-term memory can last from a couple of minutes to your whole life. And you can divide it into implicit and explicit. So implicit being like skills and habits and things you do, and explicit being like facts, stories, memories. And the permastore is where that all goes. When we talk about memory loss, that can happen to anyone at any stage, and things can be harder to remember. So this can happen due to interference. So interference can be proactive or retroactive. So proactive is when old memories mix up and jumble up new ones, or retroactive where new memories can jumble up the old ones. And we can improve memory by chunking. Chunking is when you break things down into smaller, more manageable bits. So say when you're telling someone your phone number, you say it in 3 or 4 numbers at a time. It just makes it easier to remember than saying 8 or 10 at a time. And then we also have rehearsal, which it bloody didn't say when I added that on, but that's okay. Where rehearsal is pretty much just repeating things until it sticks. And it does work. These methods can help a lot of memory loss, not all. Some is just physiological, and that's unfortunate, but we need to keep exercising our memory just like any muscle and keep it as strong as possible.